Whoopie doody doo. Hello, Taco. Taco, 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 taco. Where's my body? Let's put her here while I'm trying to figure out where I am. Can put this. Move over here. Where the frick am I? Over here. Perfect. Okay, Poma, you can go now. Where are you? There you are. Okay. Ugh. We are back with another week of Tower of God. This week we will catch up again. Let me check. Okay, I think I will keep the music like this. I don't know. Music is never my fine tuning. It's also hard to manage because I need to check how the stream sounds and everything. Okay, is that everything I need? Man, I love Awakening. Awakening is basically the only Fire Emblem I ever played, but I really liked it. And I heard that like the other ones that came after it were not really like Awakening. So I never really tried out Fates or that one remake that came on the 3DS, and I also never even tried out Free Houses, and don't even get me started on the what's the word? The guy with the freaking Nintendo Switch hairstyle? Engage. I think it was Engage. The one that I actually want to try out, even though it really isn't, like, it's a different kind of genre. I really want to play Warriors. I've played Awakening, Fates, and Free Houses. That's two more than me. I want to play Warriors because I really like the Warrior games in a way, but it just feels like the Warrior games are not doing enough. Like, the combat is cool and all, but I want a good story. I'm a sucker for a good story. I also, if they already got Dragon Quest Warrior, if they already got Fire Emblem Warrior, you know what you need to cook up? Pokemon Warrior. It makes it's so easy to do. You could either do that the Pokemon has like either like there's either that the different fighters are Pokemon, or you could make it like there's different trainers, and instead of different weapons, they just have like a team of 6 different Pokemon. So they have 6 different options. Fate is basically the same gameplay as Awakening, but improved a bit. Sadly, the story is terrible. uh, just give me Pokemon Warrior and give me like customizable teams or customizable like Pokemon Warrior. There's so much you could do with it. Oh, it could be such an amazing game, but people are just sleeping. People are just sleeping. The people at the companies, they have nothing. Okay. Anyways, Tower of God. Look at Pretty Boy over here. Last week, V took over Bomb's body, and that's about it. I don't think there was anything else that was worth mentioning. There was like an exchange of strong attacks. There was like a thing of accusations. There was like chasing between Bum and Dorsey, Enkidu, Rachel, and Yura, but it really, I don't know. Free Houses takes a bit of a Persona style take on it, which I love because I love social sim gameplay, but some people don't like it for some reason. I mean, I get why some people don't like it. Personally, I think it's interesting, but I just never bought Free Houses. Like, there's so many games that I just never bought, even though I technically feel like I would like them. There's also some other games which I always waited to play, like Baldur's Gate 3. I still haven't played Baldur's Gate 3, even though I was so excited for it when I heard that it was finally going to release after, like, I haven't heard about it for a long time and I wasn't able to participate in any tests or anything. But I still haven't played it because I'm like, I don't have the time to invest in that right now, and I kind of want to stream my first time like playing it so that I can save my reaction for the future. I don't know if I've played any current gen games. I don't even know what you call current gen. I don't even know what you technically call current gen. But I'm excited for Fantasy Life. Fantasy Life I releasing in May. That's gonna be an epic game. And then sometime, maybe September, October, maybe the end of the year, we can play Digimon. That's gonna be good. Like, even if the combat is just a basic Cyber Sleuth turn-based combat, I'm completely fine with that. I'm okay with turn-based combat. But I'm just there mainly for the story. Like, I didn't think that the battles in Cyber Sleuth were all that crazy, and I don't even care if the story. I don't even care if the combat is hard. I like the combat. It's fun enough, and then I'm mainly there to see the story and create my favorite Digimon and make them my partners. Okay, now let's get into TOG. I just hope the Digimon list is massive, which I'm not sure will happen given how good the models and animation look in the trailer. I think last list was like 340, like 340 was like in Hacker's memory, I think. So I think maybe we will get 500, 600. We will not get the full 1400 Digimon. But I feel like we will get a good chunk more. Maybe 200 or 300 more Digimon compared to in Cyber Sleuth and Hacker's Memory. Have you seen that one? I don't know what. Wait, did you share that on your server? Let me get the picture really quick. When it was, I don't know if it was shared here. When we got Digimon talk, and okay, you only shared that because we saw the rideable Digimon. I saw like multiple fan arts of rideable Digimon. And then I saw this fun take on everything. I mean, that's rideable. The one we called V. But this doesn't make any sense. V is dead. I saw him die with my own eyes. That's also an interesting thing that I don't know if I knew before. How can this be? What in the world is V doing? Look at him looking down on these guys. That's such a power pose. It's in that boy's body. How is that possible? How did you end up in that body? Curious, are you? Well, that would be a very long story. And I have other priorities at the moment. What I want more than anything right now is for you all to get your first taste of death. Why is he saying first taste, by the way? If he says first taste, is he basically implying that they all can die multiple times and he isn't even that special that he was able to reincarnate? Oh, look at that. We see Urek with his nice shoes, basically just stopping V. So, compared to Urek, V still isn't anything very cool. Look, I don't know what's going on here. Ooh, that's such a cool panel. That's actually such a good panel. And the proportions are actually like working fine here. But I don't appreciate being interrupted by some random stranger. Give the babe back his body. Give him his body back? I have no idea what you mean. You don't seem to understand. This boy and his body were designed for revenge, were destined for revenge from the very start. You think that gives you the right to take over his body? I haven't taken over anything. I'm merely joining him on his quest for revenge. Bam should never have really cared about revenge because it wasn't for him. But for some reason he fell into this like, this is my fate and now I'm going to do it. But he should have never really cared about it to begin with. Together, this boy and I are going to avenge Arlene for the wrongs she suffered. That is the only thing that we really want. Bam couldn't care less about that. He doesn't even know anything about Arlene. Which is always, that's like a plot point that I always thought stupid. Like, Bam was like, I only care about my friends. Okay, then why are you doing all of this shit? Zero style Shinsu control skill. Very heavily weighted Wii here, exactly. Water Dragon. Excellent. His body is ready for me. I won't even need to wait to use my old Shinsu control skills. Destroy them! Freaking stole the moves from Zabuza. Not Zabuza. Was it Zabuza? Am I thinking about the right one? Zabuza. Oh yeah, I was thinking about the right one. Okay. I always mix up Zabuza and Kisame. For the longest time, I even thought they were the same character. Stop this calamitous flood born of wrath, and wrap everything in a mother's warm embrace. Look at him dropping lines. And look at Urek suddenly saving Traumerei. Aww, he cares about the little boy. Even though Urek should be much younger, right? I think. I mean, it's cool and all that Urek is so strong, but in a way, I feel like Urek being so strong is overshadowing the appearance of V. I didn't understand. I thought you were all trying to kill each other. Was I wrong? No, you're right. I still intend to kill the 10 family leaders, including him. And now that you've decided to join the fray, I'll have to kill you too. Woo! V. This isn't good. I have the strength to fight them both off at once right now. Although I'd really like to finish off Traumerei at least. All this fighting seems to have completely exhausted him for the time being. But if I don't kill him now, he'll try to destroy me at all costs as soon as he recovers. And worst of all, the heart will inevitably hear of my being here. The only advantage I have at the moment is that those two seem hesitant to harm this boy's body. I'm not exactly sure why, but there's probably a reason. So the V-Hole was sleeping until the start of this arc. Which is also an interesting thing to think about, because I thought maybe he was watching the entire time, like seeing Bum's development and something like that, but it seems like he really was asleep all the time. In any case, that works for me. I'm still not used to handling Shinsu with this body, but I might as well give it a shot. It's also interesting to me that like right now with V being inside of Bum's body and controlling it, he basically is on the level of family heads. So Tower of God, like Bum's body was always special, but I'm also like, so if you were to put, let's just go with that idea. If you were to put Gustang's mind, memories, and everything, like his entire brain, his personality, inside of the body of somebody that is on the floor of tests, that just started their journey through the tower, would he be as strong as a family head? Like, probably, like, because Bum is already strong and rancor level and everything, it's different, but so I guess if you have like your average dude physically wise, and then put in the mind with the Shinsu control of like a family head, they're at least like rancor level instantly, right? Even though their body is not trained. Tower of God power scaling is just complete and utter ugh. He's getting away. You bastardo! Get out of that babe's way, buddy! What is that flying position, Urek? Look at you. He looks like Warwick from freaking League of Legends using his ultimate, jumping at people. How the hell is he so fast? I didn't expect him to catch up to me so soon. You're not going anywhere. I need a little more time. What the? Is this some kind of spell? Oh, he went to his side. Wait, is that you, Lusleg? It's been far too long, Master. Our god has finally returned. Lusleg, you knew it was me right away. Of course. How could I fail to recognize my own master? Now then, we can talk more later. First, we must get you to safety, Master. Urek 0, Lusleg 3. Damn you, Lusleg. That man there is Urek Mazin. He's a frightful brute with a particular lust for violence. I don't advise you to fight him in your current state. I agree. I'm not sure I could have beaten him even back in my prime. They keep on gassing up Urek. But wait just a moment. What for, Master? As you're about to see. The seeds I have planted are beginning to sprout. Oh no! And I want to be here. And the flowers blossom. I wonder how long this V possession will last. Because that will... Haku, 4 things that you are doing. Are you counting this as Bum appearances? Or have you said Bum hasn't appeared since V took him over? Because I wonder how long he's going to stay possessed. And then we technically have to call him V instead of Bum. It's like Bum's body, but it's like calling Enkidu, like the Enkidu whole Belerier thing and something. I missed him. You've already recovered so much of your power, Master. I owe you for preparing the body for me so well. Now, let's go. Lusleg did almost nothing in preparing Bum's body. It is Bum and V for screen time, when it's Bum's body and V's soul. Okay, so you're doing a double. Traumerei. I wish we could have had more time together. But it was nice seeing you again. My dear friend. Wherever you are now, I hope you aren't too lonely. Fear not. Soon enough, I'll be sending the rest of your friends to join you in the underworld. Welcome, Sunless. This V and Bum are very far of family head power. You will see, V is still a long way to reach his prime yet. I'll be sending the rest of your friends to join you in the underworld. I know how easily you get lonely. Dang. What just happened? Who the hell is that guy? Urek Mazino. It's nice to see there are still some hot-blooded warriors left in the tower. It's funny to me that Urek is basically the peak. Urek is the strongest character in this tower. I mean, yes, there are characters like Enryu and Phantaminum, the Mysterium, but Urek is said to be is only below the heart in the powers level because, or like in the ranker leader board, because the heart is the king. Propaganda. But Urek is for sure stronger. Because Urek keeps on training. Urek keeps on fighting. Urek for sure is the strongest character. In a one versus one. Always bet on Urek. In a one-on-one fight, in a head-on-head fight, always bet on Urek Mazino. It was nice seeing you again, my dear friend. Look at how much of a repeat. Okay. Lusleg, that slimy son of a beach. He slipped away from me again. Shit, this isn't good. There's no way Traumerei survived that. I could have blocked it if I were a light bearer. Aw, he's protecting his little baby boy. Gusting! How did you know he was going to use that attack? The person who's now possessed the irregular was once a companion of ours long ago. I'm quite familiar with his repertoire of skills and tactics. Luslik did a lot to prepare Bum's body. A lot of techniques Bum was taught by Hansung were techniques handed down from V. Well, yes, you could argue that the things that he learned from Hansung were ordered. Well, no, not really, because Hansung didn't want to teach Bum in the beginning. He didn't even want to do it. Wait, no, I'm mixing it up. What was his name? The freaking master guy that should have died already. Not Han. Was his name Hansung Yu? But Hansung Yu is the blonde guy. Who's the guy from the Ha family? The teacher, Jinsung. Yeah, Jinsung Ha. I guess yeah. From Hansung he learned stuff that was V, but I don't even Hansung didn't really. I don't remember if Hansung ever really wanted to teach Bam or if Bam just yoinked it. Hansung who taught Bam the Water Dragon and such. Did he really teach him or did Bam just take it? Like he was like, oh, copy. Boink. I forgot that because it's been so long. And in the end, I still want to say, like, calling it prepared the body is kind of weird. Because if you consider, why does Bam learning the Water Dragon matter in the slightest? I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but even if Bam didn't learn the Water Dragon, V could use the Water Dragon. V never needed Bam to learn the Water Dragon so that he could use it once he possessed the body, because he knows how to do it. Didn't manage to pierce the barrier, but he made a dent in it. If he becomes any stronger, I could be in serious danger. I'm only here because Baek Ryun and Yuri asked me to come and see what's going on. This whole situation just keeps getting more and more confusing. Are you saying you used to be friends with the guy who's now in that babe's body? That's right, but he's supposed to be dead. How in the world is he still alive? Because death doesn't mean anything in the Tower of God world. Like, Kun died at least 6 times already. But he should be dead. Yeah, sure. Death means less in Tower of God than in Dragon Ball. I don't... No death in Tower of God has ever hit me in the feels. It's always been there since season 2. The naming style of Bam's attacks are based on Hansung's moves. They are saying preparing the body to handle V's moves, getting it accommodated to V when he wakes. Would be cool if that was a plot point, but it never really was brought up that V would take over Bam's body, right? That is like a new thing that we learned in this arc only. Like, retrospectively looking at it, yeah, that would fit that kind of plot thinking, but would have been cool if they said, like, something about that. How in the world is he still alive, and what's he doing in that irregular's body? None of this makes any sense. It's probably too late to chase them down now. So what's the plan? Are you two going to keep fighting? If so, then you leave me no choice. No, I think not. I can't fight him while he's in this state anyway. As you wish. We'll settle this with a game of chess. So you can get lost now. All this war shit, and it turned out to be this is such an interesting arc. Interesting in many ways you can interpret that. Garam hinted at this in the Floor of Deaths, so did Hansung at the beginning of Data Floor. Bam! Chess piece. Not on my watch. Ugh. And Dorsey, don't you just stand there staring off into space? We're in the middle of the game. Hold on to the chess piece and run. Dang it. After them. We can't let them get in that room. Andorfi literally carrying Kun. Everybody is carrying Kun because he's such a useless character. Like, why was he just standing there staring in the sky? Completely useless. Why didn't you use the bonbon? That was the last time just now. I mean it. It practically killed me to use it one more time. The finish line is just up ahead. Quit your whining and move it. Christ's sake. Christ? Canon and Tower of God. He was canon already. Christ has been confirmed multiple times in Tower of God. I wonder if he was a regular. Don't you have a better way to catch up to them? What about you, Mr. Ranker? I don't hear you suggesting any brilliant ideas. You can't even fly. Gee, sorry I can't sprout wings on command. Why the hell is everyone on my case about not being able to fly? It's him! Hobido Gusting! Lord Gusting, you finally made it! I knew you'd emerge victorious, sir. But I'm afraid I have some bad news. That jerk from the Kun family stole both of our chess pieces. We need you to get them back for us, my lord. Hold on, I think there's been a misunderstanding. These chess pieces of ours belong to the Pobido family. If you let us keep them, you'll win the game. However, if I carry those chess pieces into the arena myself, I can have both your freedom and the chess pieces. But you're the prey, and I am the hunter. Isn't that how this is supposed to work? But I'm feeling generous. I'll let you take the chess pieces into the arena yourselves. I only ask that you give Lupobia's king to Traumerei first. What? You want me to hand Lupobia's king over to Traumerei? But why? Isn't it obvious? We're going to play chess. Kun is so wide. Why the fuck is he so wide looking? By the way, Kun also never needed to have like the six-pack. He doesn't even really work out, he just has it. Like, as a light bearer, as a strategist, I would have even understand if he was always more on the scrawny side. But I guess it's like free six-pack to you, free six-packs to you. I need to watch it in Dorsey because I feel like Endorsey is by far not as defined as these characters, even though Endorsey is much more of a physical fighter compared to Kun. But Endorsey is not that defined. What? My lord, what are you saying? We had a deal. You were supposed to give me the chess piece. I thought the whole purpose of this war was for the weak vermin of the tower to bring down the 10 great family leaders. Silence. Don't you realize you've already lost the game? Bellerir? What do you mean, sir? The game isn't over yet. Proportions are so off. Please get a new artist team. Oh my god. You need somebody to check on your heights and everything. I gave you a chance, but you let these lowly creatures beat you. Just look at the distance between you. Is that not clear proof it is your defeat? This was a fair contest, just like you always wanted. And yet, you were still defeated, Bellerir. If I were to interfere with the outcome of the game, wouldn't that run against the very idea behind this war? They're the ones who have earned the right to negotiate with me as equals, not you. Look at Endor! And here, suddenly Kun is not as well defined anymore, by the way. Like, no consistency. Family had genes. Kun isn't weak. He literally fought toe-to-toe with Huts in Name Hunt and Blitz people in Season 1. I would not say he went toe-to-toe with Huts. Kun standing there like he did anything. He was dead for the most of the arc. He was literally dead for most of the arc. I just want to say Huts would probably still wash the floor with Kun. Even after Kun got like the random power-ups from White, even after Kun got the random power-up from Fish, even after Kun got the random, like, trained slightly with Data Edwan, I still would bet my money on Huts. They won the game fair and square. You're simply a failure. Okay, fine. You can have the chess piece. What? But on one condition. I'll let you have this chess piece if you accept it in place of Mom's queen. You'll get the chess piece and Bam will win the game and gain his freedom. And one more thing. I want you to help us find Bam. And tell us if you know anything about what happened to him. Sorry that I giggled, but it's so stupid to me that everybody who has like slightly like destroyed shirt, it's always that the shirt is destroyed in the exact same spot. It's always destroyed in the exact same spot. You see Kun here, you see freaking Gustang here. That everybody, whenever their shirt gets destroyed partially, it's always that the stomach is open. Nah, Kun won that fight because Hats wouldn't really get past his defense, and Kun was using a butter knife. Hats was using a sword. Respect Kun. Nah. I am not putting any respect on Kun's name because he's such a fraud. Also, I don't know, Hats's weapon back then was probably also just like your average sword and not anything famous, right? I don't remember, because he got like a different sword later down, like in workshop and other things. He was looking like for a stronger sword because he was like, this sword can continue to carry me. I don't know if Kun's butter knife that he got from the Kun family is so much worse than the sword, the random sword that Hats was carrying. If you know anything about what happened to him. Fine, it's a deal. I have a feeling it could be a challenge even for me to find him, but I promise to try my best. Alright, here's the king. Let's go. Coming! No, stop right there! Dang it. So you've changed your mind, huh? I knew this would happen. Your filthy family leaders can never be trusted. You act like you're different from the others, but you're all the same. You just decided you don't want to give us vermin a chance to bring down the 10 family leaders after all. God dang it. I'm so close now. Get out of my way. Look at that stare from freaking Gustang. That's like one hell of a stare. That's one hell of a stare. You pathetic excuse for a father. How much time do we have left? 1 second. We're okay. There's still time on the clock. We made it. No. This can't be. I won't allow it. You won't get away with this. Oh no, he's having his multiple personality disorder acting up again. Slay the chess pieces. Game over. Finally. The game Slay the Chess Pieces has come to an end. Since both family kings made it into the arena within the time limit, the match will soon begin. They're like literally like, no, he was my brother. No. Yeah. Oh my god, look at all these nameless characters that probably are only injured and not dead. Oh right, he was also here. But it was... I hate how this arc played out. So many cool setups and such mediocre usage. Where am I? You're finally awake. Huh? Gustang? You sure kept me waiting long enough. If this were a real chess game, you'd already be disqualified. Come on, let's get started. It's time to play some chess. What happened? All I remember is getting hit and then passing out. How did I end up here in the arena? Oh, you were knocked out cold. Although we don't have time to go into all the details right now. Traumerei only has the king, and Gustang has a king. What isn't that? That's a rook if it's in that position. And Gustang has one pawn, one rook, and like Gustang should easily win this. Just looking at it from a chess perspective, and even though I'm not that experienced in chess, Gustang should easily win this. And Gustang is also said to be the much smarter character between the two, right? So if Gustang doesn't win this, I'm calling bullshit again, and I'm saying either Gusting did on purpose that he didn't win, or it's just really plot stuff again. All you need to know is that we're here now, and we're going to play chess. Gusting, you could have killed me. Why did you save me and bring me here? I also kind of would have liked Gusting has Ruck, Kun, and Andorfi. Traum has Holland. I know it's not that important because this isn't Naruto where the eyes have special powers, but in a way, I would have really wanted an explanation why Traumerai's eyes look like that. Because Anarch's eye look the same, right? Like, Traumerei literally has the Anarch eyes. So I'm wondering, like, is there anything behind the eyes? Is the princess that, like, the princess Anarch's mother, like Princess Anarch? Was she from the Lopobia family? But she was hunted down from a Lopobia. Maybe she was hunted down from she was hunted down by Ren, who is like from Red. But I'm also like, could be, I don't know. Why did you save me and bring me here? Where are my other pieces? Is this some kind of joke? Those were the rules of the game. What do you want me to do about it? That king is the only piece you managed to bring into the arena in time. You might as well have just killed me. This is ridiculous. A big empty chessboard. With nothing but a lone king on it. It really suits me, doesn't it? What? In fact, it's perfect. I couldn't imagine a more fitting ending. For someone like me. Traumerei. He tries not to act like it, but he gets lonely more easily than any of us. Yeah, I have heard that a lot in this arc. Indeed. There's nothing he hates more than loneliness. I wonder what Traumerei is going to do here. My guess is still that Traumerei is somehow going to die, but I don't know entirely how. The game. You just lost the game. Always remember, you just lost the game. Okay. Cluck, cluck. This is the first time I've played chess knowing I'm going to lose right from the start. Would you stop grumbling already, Traumerei? You can't change anything now. We used to make bets like this all the time, remember? That was a very long time ago. True. Come to think of it, we've spent far more time apart than together. I know it's a little late to be asking this, but how have you been? I imagine you probably haven't left your house much. Well, I can't deny that. You're right. All I ever did was sit alone in my battleship. Were you really alone this whole time? Did you never meet anyone you could open up to? I felt a certain amount of satisfaction when my children were first born. I gave them everything I could to make them happy. Aw, look at me, little baby. Look at the guys. Aw. Although I was very aware that every child has to leave the nest eventually. As they grew up, one stayed by my side and the other left. But I always knew that they would both leave me someday. That's why we raise children in the first place, isn't it? To send them out into the world. And just once, I met a mutt I could trust. A mutt? It was a beastkin born in a lab. A very loyal, simple, and honest creature. Who was that again? Is that the father of Doom and everyone? I completely forget who that is because my memory with all these... That's Wang Wang, okay. Man... I really feel like these 650 chapters of Tower of Gods could have easily just been 400, or maybe even less. If you cut out all of the literally unnecessary stuff. Just the sort of being I was trying to create. I suppose encountering that mutt brought me a little joy. I gave it my most prized possession at the time. I let it have a beastkin wife with the power of the ancient creatures in her. I even allowed the mutt to have a child with another wife. My sons opposed the idea, but I was convinced that the mutt would someday lead our family's army to victory. However, as time went on, I became more and more anxious. I was afraid the mud might betray me and leave me now that I had found love. So I cut it loose before it could throw it off its leash. You were anxious? I didn't even know you could still feel that sort of thing. Neither did I. It surprised me as well. And you know, I recently saw one of that mud's descendants. It reminded me again of when I first met the mud. I began to wonder if perhaps my anxiety was the very cause of all my problems. No, he has anxiety. He's a very anxious being. He got the supreme anxiety. Family had level anxiety, so I decided to give the mud's son another chance. But none of that matters now. Maybe it would take a god to truly accept a creature with any humanity in it. With any? Without any? Same. Taco, you. Oh, Taco, wait. With any. Okay, it really means with any. I need to message to this right now because before I forget it. Where's Taco? About this. Okay, that's the message, so I don't forget that. Perhaps what I wanted was to use my Shinsu Black Hole Sphere to become something like a real god. The kind of supreme being that has no feelings for any one particular human, never gets anxious, and yet can embrace all humanity as one. The gods. Ah, just saying the word out loud fills me with jealousy and envy. Look at me, envying imaginary beings that don't even exist. I'm no god. I'm a demon. Don't flatter yourself, Dorkmarai. Dorkmarai is so stupid. Dorkmarai. What? You may be an asshole, but you don't have what it takes to be a true demon. By trying to overcome your own loneliness, you end up becoming the loneliest, most evil being in the world. You're just a fool, a complete imbecile. Shut up! You'll never understand how I feel. Checkmate. There you have that, there's the pawn. He can't go there because the pawn would be able to attack him. He can't go there because the rook would be able to attack him. He can't kill the pawn because the rook would be able to attack him. I'm a demon. Gusting, you're an idiot. Game over. Is it over? Kun! I didn't even have any hope in you left that I could lose. But I'm losing even more. You're supposed to be the smart guy. You literally had a chess match against Traumerei technically not even that long ago. You understand chess. Why are you asking if it's over? I admit defeat. You win. The chess game finally came to an end. The winner was Pyro Gusting. By winning the game, Gusting maintained his status as one of the 10 great family leaders, while earning the right to take control of the Lopobia family. Traumerei, on the other hand, was no longer one of the family leaders. As a result, he lost the administrator's protection. What the... Ooh, there's a whale. It's always like... It feels like, are all the administrators... Nah, it's not that all the administrators are aquatic beings, because there was this one administrator who's just like... Wait, no, the Kun guy wasn't an administrator, right? He was something else. The Kun guy is the same that Ivanka was like to Floor 2. What was his name? Kun Royale Elliot? No, I think that was somebody else. It's the administrator. Lopobia Traumerei. I am now revoking the absolute power and protection I granted you as a family leader. No, you were right. Okay. So, by the way, this is also a very interesting thing, because I kind of don't like this. I mean, it's interesting, but I kind of don't like this because, so this guy, this administrator from this floor was the person that granted the family leaders the protection of immortality? It was not like the administrator on the final floor that they reached before they opened like that gate or like the gate got closed. It was this whale from a random floor, we don't even really know where it is, that gave them the immortality. The one on the 100th floor did. So we are on the 100th floor? Very well. Go ahead and take it away. I like the way these plants look. That's a nice way to show it everything. Gustang. There's something you don't know about the heart. Come on, just show me some squiggly lines. What do you mean blanks, blank thing? So either this is the one from the 100th floor, come here, or any administrator can. I don't think it's something like the administrators all share the same, like, consciousness. I like, they must be different beings, right? But he specifically said that I granted you this thing. So it must be that this is the one from the 100th floor. But it would also mean that they are on the 100th floor because, like, this entire game was made up with the administrator from the floor they are on. It would have been so easy to clarify this by just giving, like, this freaking whale, like, a nameplate of, like, administrator of the X floor. What did he say? Is he saying, like, there's something you don't know about the heart? The heart is not really the heart anymore. I don't know. What is it? What just happened? I'm not sure. Are both of you literally more stupid than a freaking piece of garbage? Could they not? Okay, we're giving them the benefit. I can only give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they couldn't hear what the administrator said. Maybe the administrator only talked to Traumerei and Gustang. Maybe they couldn't hear it. Maybe they couldn't see the ginormous whale floating above them and doing something about them. And maybe they didn't know what the ending of this entire game entailed that was explained to them. I don't know. But one thing is certain. Let me shit on it more, man. Lopobia Traumerei is no longer one of the 10 family leaders. This is also a weird statement because obviously Traumerei is still one of the 10 family leaders. He just lost his immortality. I mean, after the game, they said like that the Lopobia family would be given over to Gustang, which means Traumerei isn't one of the 10 family leaders anymore because, I guess, yes. Traumerei. In that moment, Traumerei lost his privileges and protection as a family leader. As a result, his mind was flooded with all the emotions he had been suppressing. Joy, anger. What do you mean as a result? I thought the protection was literally just that you couldn't be killed. It's easy to understand if you think the administrator of the 100th floor only rules over the 100th. So each time the family goes on another floor, the contract is made with the floor's admin. So you're saying if Traumerei goes on a different floor, he's immortal again, and he's just not immortal on this specific floor anymore? I thought it was like the final administrator, or maybe even Head-On himself, that made the contract with him, which is like why it works everywhere they go, because they got like the contract made with the supreme administrator. But if it's that whale, I don't know. And somehow this protection and everything also suppresses emotions? I thought it was just his own powers. The contract is made by the 100th floor admin. We don't know if any floor admin can take it away. I mean, the thing is, Haku, because the whale said the thing that I granted you. I don't know translation, if it's a translation problem. But because the whale said, I gave you this thing, we must be on the 100th floor. Otherwise, this, like, I don't know. Sorrow, pleasure, and one emotion in particular struck him more intensely than all the rest. It was like running outside dressed in light clothes without realizing that winter had come, and being hit with a sudden gust of wind. For the first time in ages, Traumerei was overcome with an aching sense of longing and regret. Gusting, Traumerei. I'm so lonely. There's a sheet of disconnection. Is he doing what I think he is? Is he going to cut off his head? Traumerei! Oh no, he goes straight through the body. But the good thing is, I mean, he is dead. I want to think that he really is dead. But normally, like, being pierced through your entire body is not a wound that would kill you in Tower of God. Traumerei. Following his defeat in the chess game against Pobido Gastang, Lopobia Traumerei was stripped of his title of family leader. Unable to bear the shame, he ended his own life shortly afterwards. That's how everyone that hears about the moment later will recall his death. Dang it. Because nobody really cared about the feelings of an absolute being. To most people, such feelings seem like a luxury. You're such a fool right till the end, better end, Traumerei. I hope you find peace now. Wherever you are. So what point is there in trying to understand them? I guess he shot it straight for his heart. He shot the thing straight for his heart. It seems like slightly more lethal. I think it's the same, but just imagine different employers holding it and can invalidate it once, and you can't go to another employee and ask for the contract because it's invalidated. I mean, that's how you see it, yeah. I mean, I can take it as how this works, but it's not how it's explained or how it's shown, because it's not really explained. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense for one admin's power to be valid on another floor. I mean, if it's the supreme admin, like the admin above all admins, it would kind of make sense, but we're in Tower of God. Not everything needs to make sense to begin with. A lot of things don't make sense. Traumerei, 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 look at this! What are you so excited about, Amizu? Look, a flower! Isn't it pretty? What did that blow in from? Where did that blow in from? As I've told you so many times, I can't stand those things. What right do they have to land on someone else's territory? Put down roots and take over without permission. Unlike animals that can be tamed, plants are far too unruly and destructive. That's precisely what makes them so precious. Their lives are a pure expression of nature. Perhaps we're the ones who ought to adapt ourselves to them. Just like I did to you. Huh? I forced myself on you by planting my seeds in your barren heart and trying to nurture them into flowers of love. We don't know that the admin who they made the contract with was just an admin. Not a head-on, but a hostile admin. So not a supreme admin or some bullshit. Hostile admin? Barren? That's not a very nice way to describe someone. Would you like to live together? Amizu. Traumerei. To be honest, it scares me to think about how different we might be in the future. Maybe this is the wrong decision and we'll be punished for it forever. But if we don't do this now, we'll never have another chance. So let's just try living together. Traumerei. I want to be both a grassy meadow and a little flower to you. That's right. This woman blew into my life completely unannounced, put her down her roots, and then blossomed into a flower. And I didn't mind that at all. Alright. Oh, she looks so happy here. Let's do it. She stirred emotions in me that had hardened because of my agreement with the tower, and she planted a flower in me. I pray that she may indeed be the grassy meadow and little flower that my heart needed. Very well. I only hope that I never end up cutting that flower myself. That's all I ever hoped and prayed for. End of the game. Well, you did cut her down. You destroyed her completely. Oh my god, Andrew! Okay, last chapter. Last chapter. The Growing Rift. Lopobia Traumerei, leader of the Lopobia family, has vanished into the Shinsu. Pobido's forces won the war. The game is officially over. My lord. Father. Dang it. It can't end like this. Down with Pobido! We must avenge Lord Traumerei. Stop right there. The administrator himself supervised the game. The results are sacred. If you refuse to accept the outcome, our whole family will have to face his fury. Do you really wish to disgrace our family leader's final memory? The best thing we can do for Lord Traumerei's sake is to stop the war right now. We've already fought enough. It's time to think of how we're going to build a better future for our family. Head Librarian, what do you suggest we do? So long as we aren't provoked, we shouldn't attack first. Enemies or not, we just lost one of the 10 great family leaders. We ought to show some respect. And more importantly, our top priority right now is to hunt down traitors within our family and repair the damage. Because our war is only just beginning. Yep, because the Pobido family is going after everything. So considering how long this arc went, now you need to know. Pobido versus Kun. Pobido versus Pobido versus freaking Ponsical, because I don't remember the other names family because they are irrelevant. Pobido versus Blood Matter. I don't know about those families because most of them Ari. Most of their names are so irrelevant that I keep forgetting them. Like, not even being mentioned in the story for a long time. So that's it. One of the 10 family leaders is dead, just like that. Not only did I let Lusleg and the babes get away, but I didn't even manage to do what Bagryun or Yuri asked me to. Those two are going to tear me a new one. What a nuisance. Things are about to get a lot more chaotic in the tower. Pobido's forces have decided to pull out. The war is over. Recover the bodies of the dead and move the injured to the safety. Yama, snap out of it. The war's over. We have to get out of here. Yama! Doom. You must be Robadon. Yes, sir. Forgive me for not introducing myself sooner. Do you mind if I take away my father's body, so that I may lay him to rest? Sure. Take good care of it. Make sure to send him off with full honors. Not as a family leader, but as your father. Thank you for understanding, Lord Gusting. What are you going to do now? We need to find Bum. We'll go with you for now since you agreed to help us. Alright, follow me then. Let's go, Dumas. Yes, my lord. So that's Robadon. Dumas, I'm sure we'll be seeing each other again. Oh my god, they're setting up a fight between Robadon and Dumas? Refugee warship. Can you believe him? Rushing headfirst by himself into battle with the leaders of 2 families and Urek Magino there? Was he drunk or what? Oh my god, it's a character I hate as well. He should be so dead. The story would be better if he died. He ought to be used to his unpredictability by now. This isn't his first time doing such a thing, and it won't be the last. What I find harder to understand is why Lord Lusleg left without even witnessing Traumerei's death in order to rescue the Slayer candidate. Likewise, it's almost like that was his goal the whole time. As far as I know, there hasn't been any contact between him and Viol. Does he just have a soft spot for him? I doubt it. He's as cold as an icicle. Cold? My goodness. How little faith do you have in me? Lord Luzlik. Do you two work for Luzlik? Viol. Let's save the greetings for later. I'm still getting used to all this. I've been gone for a very long time. No. That's not Viol. What's going on, sir? Who in the world is inside Viol's body? You noticed there's someone else in him, but you only saw him for a brief moment. How could I not notice, sir? I'm Viol's master after all. I see. So the disciple recognizes his master right away, and vice versa. I mean, if Bam saw Jinsung, he would have obviously reacted. It's such a stupid thing to suck. What the heck are you talking about? Just answer my question. I have a feeling you might have a hard time finding space for yourself in that boy now. Because just as I value you, Master, there appear to be quite a few people who value the Slayer candidate as well. Because just as I value you, Master. Master? The sentence is weird to me. Why is he calling Jinsung Master? Because just as I value you, Master, there appear to be quite a few people who value the Slayer candidate as well. But Jinsung is like, Master? Why is he calling me a master? Oh, look at that. His hair grew back. Oh, it's Bum again. So much for how long is Bum going to be missing. The master. That's not how the sentence is structured, though. If he says you, master, then he's talking with Jinsung. And he was talking with Jinsung. I know that he means V as the master, but the sentence is very weirdly structured. Like, I can get it from context and, like, trying to understand it, but I really think that it's not written clearly in any way. Where am I? What happened? Where is this place? It looks like a floating carrier. But why did I suddenly pass out? What about the game? Where are Kun and Ruck? Ugh. Is the wall covered in Shinsu? Wait, no. It isn't just a wall. Everything I see before me is completely drenched in Shinsu. Stay calm. Focus on the flow of Shinsu. Who said that? Take a few deep breaths. Just give yourself over to the massive flow around you. Then we can do anything. 52nd floor testing ground. Abandoned ship. What are we doing here? Oh my god, is it Amigo Charizard? Oh my god, it's Amigo Charizard. I need to take a screenshot of this. Where's he? Oh my god. Amigo Charizard. Okay, so this is the group that was with Shibisu, and it seems like Shibisu's group got completely destroyed by someone. But who destroyed it? I hate him so much as well. I really dislike him so much. I don't even recognize her really. Look at Anak here. Ugh. You there? Oh, is it? Oh, is it Maria? You there? Who the hell are you? Oh, how rude of me to not introduce myself. I'm one of the Heart's princesses just like you. I belong to the Kun family. My name is Maria. There she is. But, you know, her face really looks weird. I like the back shot here. And I like the spear that she's using. Is that one of the... I wonder if that's one of the 13-month series as well. Like a very long spear. Lance. More like lance. That's Maria the Heart. The Kun family. Kuna Yuera Anya's sister. By the way, I think I really like this one look into that these guys are here, because at least now we know that they are on the 52nd floor. Which is quite good, right? They already managed to climb to the 52nd floor. Yeah, I think, like, I would have loved to. I literally am more interested in their journey climbing up the tower than literally whatever is going on in the mess that is Bum's story. So instead of just showing us these random glimpses from time to time, give me a spin-off of the Shibisu crew. Give me a spin-off showing their entire climb up the tower. I want to see all that they are doing. I'm much like that's like your standard Webtoon story of like people trying to achieve something, to get stronger, to like do something together with their friends or protect their friends. It's like such a basic story premise, but like with the Tower of God world, the different games and different things they can do, I feel like the story of Shibizu's group would be a very good Webtoon. But we're never going to get that. Okay, but yeah, I think I'm done with this for today. I mean, I enjoy it. Overall, it's not bad, but it's this entire arc. If I had to give it a rating overall, I could not go higher than 5 out of 10. I could not go higher. I would probably rather rate it at like a 4 out of 10 or something. This entire arc, this entire saga about the war with the chess game and everything, such a mess. It had like potential to be like an 8 or even a 10 out of 10 arc. Nah, never. Tower of God has no 10 out of 10, never. It could have been like an 8 out of 10, but yeah, this overall it really just feels like a 4. 4 at best. 4 at best. Kind of hurts. But yeah, for now, I think that's all from me for today in the Tower of God section of my streams. And we're going to go into the Kubara section in about 20 minutes. But until then, I'm going to take care of my voice, going to drink something, going to eat something, and we will hear each other again in 20 minutes for Kubara. Until then, all that to be said is stay happy, stay healthy, and most importantly, stay cultured. Pyro, out. Bye.